Hello everyone, welcome back to my AK Coding YouTube channel. Today in this playlist we are going to learn about JavaScript basics within 10 days. I'm going to tell the introduction of the course. In this course you will be learning all basics of JavaScript like data types, strings, boolean and everything. In course objectives, we'll be covering some of the basic topics, and we are going to learn about the importance of JavaScript in web development. If you're ready, let's get started. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a dynamic programming language. It's widely used to build small and mini and big platforms, websites, even apps. JavaScript history and evolution of JavaScript actually first released in 1995, 4th December by Brandon Ain. Where JavaScript runs? JavaScript runs in the browsers and Node.js. So we know what's browser. Browser is daily we use for our search like Google, Chrome, right? Mozilla, Firefox, and these browsers, in order to run our JavaScript, we need it. So embedding JavaScript. So far we learned about HTML and CSS basics. So with a continuing JavaScript programming language, we need again HTML and CSS for some reasons in order to work together. So how can we use JavaScript in our code editor? So using the script tag, we can use JavaScript easily, and there are three ways we can use it. The first way is inline JavaScript, the second one is internal, and the last one is external JavaScript. So let's go back to our Visual Studio Code, or if you have another code editor you love, you can use it. So we have our Visual Studio Code. First of all, I wanna to create a new folder for this. So we'll go back to our main desktop, and I will be creating a new folder which is called JavaScript. And this folder I need to drag and drop to our Visual Studio Code. So I dropped it. And now we can create a file which is called .html. Let's create index.html. Okay, we have index.html, and now we can create main document structure with using a meta abbreviation. So we have it. So I want to make it a bit bigger for this to you to see better. Right? Now it's fine, I hope so. So now in this file we can use JavaScript. Before we go, I wanted to open in the live server. Okay, it's opened in the live server. So let's go back our slide. We have inline JavaScript. So how can we use inline? We can use inline JavaScript with using inside of the HTML. How it goes? For example, we have h1, which is called, for example, inside we can write hello world, right? And we will save it. So let's go back to document, and as you can see we have a hello world. So we can use a script tag inside of our h1 tag as an attribute. So I'll write script, right? and then equal sign, and then I can write something here regarding JavaScript. This is the first step, or the first way to link or to use JavaScript. So the next one, which we called internal one. Internal JavaScript we can use, instead of writing script attribute in each of the HTML tags, we can use it under or before the last body part of our tag. We'll write script here, and instead of our script we can write any code of JavaScript here, and it works regarding this file only. It doesn't work if we have another file, because this is an internal JavaScript. And the last one is external JavaScript. External JavaScript, we have to create a new file inside of our folder, which called .js. So let's create this. We'll call app.js, and as you can see here, JavaScript logo, you can see it. So here we can write any kind of code regarding JavaScript, and in order to use this JavaScript file in our HTML, so we have to connect it as connecting the link to the style, to the CSS. So we can write here script, and we can take the third one, which is src with the source, and we'll write ./app.js. And now our file is connected. How can we know our file is connected? So in order to know, I will just comment it first, and I will write some code to the app.js. So I can write console.log. I will write file is being connected, for example. And now we'll go back to our document, and we're not seeing anything here, right? Because we need console. So what is console actually? So first of all, to continue with the console, I would like to tell some syntax. JavaScript syntax basics. JavaScript programming language is a case sensitive, and it's a dynamic programming language. What is case sensitive? So if you write any code, it gets within everything. For example, what is case sensitivity? So if you have learned Java, or if you have learned other static programming languages, you can easily identify the difference between them. So JavaScript only provides with a dynamic and easy codes, and it doesn't require any methods or classes for the beginners. So we call case sensitive JavaScript, and statements and semicolons. In JavaScript, we don't need semicolons to put each of our code. This is not required. If you like, you can. This is an optional. And statements, we have different type of statements in JavaScript. And comments. What is comments? So we learned comments in HTML and CSS, and comments in JavaScript, we can comment our code in order to explain something to someone. So we can comment it with writing / and something else, right? Your comment, it goes. Or you can use another command, which is called multiple comments. We can use / and star asterisk or star, right? And again star and /. So this means it gives to you in order to comment multiple commands. So JavaScript in action. So how can we display hello world in the console? So we have already displayed our console in our file, right? So in order to see this, we can press F12, or we can just easily inspect with clicking the right click. And in order to see that, we have to open here console. As you can see in our console, file is being connected. We are not seeing this message because in our HTML file I have commented. So let's comment out and we will see file is being connected. So it means we have connected our file to our index.html and it's working smoothly and we are seeing the message. So I hope you learned something new and what is JavaScript language and for what we are going to use and what is the difference between other languages regarding JavaScript. So we can create any HTML web page that displays welcome to JavaScript basics using a script. If you liked or if you enjoyed our video, subscribe to our channel and see you in the next videos.